From the Green Room Studios at Bates Nursery in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Gardening Inside Out, a podcast with highlights from our Saturday morning live show, answering all your gardening questions, giving you plant advice for any space in your life. Let's start the show.
Hey, y'all, it's Caroline Gant.
Hey, y'all, it's Austin Lowen.
And Tyler Blankenship.
And hello, everyone. And hey, you know, it's the kind of the start into the fall, I feel like. What do y'all feel? I mean, the weather kind of broke a little bit. I know it's still August. We could still get hot. We usually do, but
It's not bad.
it's not bad. It feels just like a touch of fall today. And I'm kind of loving it.
Yeah.
You know, I saw our first customer yesterday bought a pumpkin. Not an actual
Where?
pumpkin. No, not an actual pumpkin, Caroline.
Oh.
A fake one. Like a pot pumpkin. Not a pot pumpkin. What is it?
Lanterns.
It's a lantern
Yes.
pumpkin. And they
It's a
had the
lantern.
fall spirit. I could see the gleam in their eyes.
Oh, it's here. I already have Halloween decorations up at my house.
Mm-hmm. They're
Ones
out.
that I just bought
Yeah,
because we talked about that a couple weeks ago. Blow molds.
we sure did. Mm-hmm. But
Tyler, have you gotten your first pumpkin spice?
No.
not out yet.
Still not out there.
Are you ready?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Of course.
I think the people around town are starting to notice. It's starting to get into that feeling, you know.
It is. Yeah.
What do we?
had-
Go ahead. What was
well, I
that?
was going to say, we had that rainstorm come through last night.
That's
and it cooled
right. Good
Everything
point.
off. Watered all my plants for me.
It did. It greened up my grass a little bit.
That's
Tyler,
fast.
I'm sure you're proud.
I got nothing.
No,
Oh, no.
Tyler.
I got one last week, and that was actually, and Caroline was going to mention this, from watering my plants.
Yeah.
You know, you water your plants. I think I spent a total of 2 days just slowly, like when I was home, 30 minutes on a trickle on all my big plants.
Mm-hmm.
And
You brought the rain.
and then the rain came right after that.
Yep. I watered most of the day yesterday. I had my hose running in different beds. And then at 10:30, 11:30 last night, thunder, lightning, big old storm.
Yep, I saw that storm too. That's how it goes. And you know, we get the question a lot this time of year specifically about people like worrying about overwatering or something like in August. Like y'all, especially new plantings, let's not worry about overwatering so much. Okay, it's nice that you watered and then rain happened. Like that's good, you know.
Yeah.
Like, gosh, I see so many pictures of like droopy plants, especially hydrangeas. Hydrangeas specifically this time of year. You know, we're here in Nashville, Tennessee at our nursery, and we're in big, nice, large nursery. We sell a ton of hydrangeas, and the hydrangeas are in full bloom around town right now. And they look great if they're established, but new ones really need a lot of water. And I have seen so many pictures of just underwatered hydrangeas, and people are like, I was just scared I was going to overwater it. I'm like, not this time of year, y'all, especially not hydrangea.
Yeah. I bought 3 vanilla strawberry hydrangeas and then 3 of the Savannah Sunrise 9 bark. And they have all defoliated.
Really?
They're still alive because my 9 bark has now re-leafed and looks good. My hydrangea has not, but it's hanging in there.
Yeah.
It's just dormant now. It'll be okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the thing. We're all just kind of hanging in there to get through August. But hey, there is a silver lining because you know what's next to plant?
Halloween.
Yeah, we're going to plant some Halloween. Caroline.
We're planting the spirit right now.
That's right. No, we can actually plant real stuff, Caroline. We got some seeds that need to be going in. We need to get those leafy greens down, man. I'm thinking it's time, right?
Yeah. You know, I said on the show that this weekend I was going to pull up my cucumbers and stuff. I haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
So maybe this weekend I will do that and get my greens in the ground.
Yeah, I mean, it's about time to drop those seeds. I mean, you know what? One of my favorite things to do is just get packets of seed of kale, collards, turnips, and what's the other thing I'm thinking of? Mustard greens. Putting them all the seeds in the same bowl and then just scattering them about.
That's a great idea.
See what happens. I mean, they're all going to come up for the most part. You throw those things down, they're jumping for
Mixed hardy greens right there.
Love it. And then when you harvest them all together too, and just make them in the same deal. Money. Yeah.
Tyler, hit that explosion button that we don't have. Oh, there you go.
No, the joke
Perfect.
button, that works too.
Soundboard Tyler.
There you go. Tyler, you growing some fall veg this year, man?
I think I am.
Are you?
Yeah. Right now we have these little mini pumpkins that are growing.
Oh, I saw Sarah's little story. They look real cute.
Yes. And
Are they-
she has them in different places actually. Like there's this one little raised planter that we made near my crossvine. Got one in there. There's one in a pot that's like closest to my house. Gets a lot of sun, but it's just in a pot. And then one in the ground.
Yeah.
In the middle of the garden.
What color are they?
They're going to be like warty green, and I think maybe some of them might be orangey yellow or white.
Did you get the seeds here?
We might have recovered them from some pumpkins that we got from Bates Nursery.
Oh, gotcha.
There you go.
Amazing.
There's a lot
I
of
wish
people
I
out
could
there.
grow pumpkins.
Oh, you can.
No, I can't. All the
Why?
squash bugs get them.
Oh, those stupid things.
And I was
Yeah,
going
you're
to
right.
circle back around to the water thing. I've noticed that mulching has made the biggest difference this year. And I should have done it earlier for my fall gold raspberry raised bed because that thing is so dead. All of the stems have just completely died. It looks terrible. But I did add a bunch of mulch, albeit a little bit too late, but we'll see what might come back.
I'm sure you'll probably see some sucker sprouts coming up.
You know,
Yeah.
I did the trickle watering thing for like 30 minutes, and then I used my little water sensor thing, plugged it in, and not more than a couple days later, it was already leaning towards dry again.
Yeah,
So it has been brutal out there.
it has been. It really has been. You know, we had a guest yesterday come in, and I told y'all a little bit about this before we started, and he was just so happy and excited to garden. He had never gardened in his life. He was a self-proclaimed city boy, and he said he had never grown anything before. And this man is an old retired man, probably in his 70s. I don't want to guess. I don't want to speculate, but he's a pretty old guy. But he was so giddy to show me pictures of his garden. It like re-energized me a little bit, got me back to my roots a little bit. And I'm like, buddy, you can come in here. He was like, can I please show you pictures? I was like, buddy, you can show me pictures anytime. He had tomatoes coming on. He got his squash. He had some. Oh, he said he had some. Not a watermelon. What's the other? Cantaloupe. Yeah, he had some cantaloupe going, and he said the raccoons got him. He said he made a little quick joke. He's like, yeah, you might have seen me on the news trying to kill raccoons. I was like, this guy's hilarious.
I bet he was so mad that happened to me.
He was very mad, but he also still had about 4 or 5 cantaloupe out there that he had put this like something, I don't know, some sort of mesh netting or something over
saving
top.
them, yeah.
And saving his cantaloupe, and he was just so giddy. Like I said, gardening is such a treat for people.
It is. It's so exciting when you I mean, growing anything, like seeing flowers open, but yeah, vegetables though, when you can harvest it and then bring it in and then eat it. Yeah. I'm
It's just-
notorious for taking tons of pictures of my garden and just
Oh yeah.
my Instagram page is just full of plants and spiders right now because I have a little orb spider that I visit at night.
Yeah, I feel like gardeners all over the world. Like if you have a phone at all and you garden, your camera is just full of pictures of your garden, which is great.
Yes, I've been watching the bumblebees on my sunflowers lately, and there are 2 different kinds of bumblebee that have visited, a yellow one and the American bumblebee. And I'm just like, I'm in awe.
I got a lot of bees too. They're cute.
Little tiny ones, you know, not as many honeybees, and maybe that's just because not many people are doing that around me, which is fine, but to see a lot of the native bees thriving and having a space is great.
Yep.
And
The diversity when it comes to bees is crazy.
It really
Like
is.
in my garden, there's so many, like little bitty, almost microscopic ones that you can barely even see, and then those big old chonky guys, the carpenter bees that just fly into your head.
yeah.
So cute.
Every year that you add plants, it adds another invitation and another little niche for them to set up. And one thing I didn't realize was just introducing just a couple of native plants, all of a sudden my lacewing population exploded.
That's
And
good.
so, you know, it increases all of these beneficial bugs that are in there as well. And also, speaking of flowers, my Miss Huff lantana
Yeah.
has
Mine
exploded.
is showing off right now.
It went from just this little 1 gallon, and I was like, I don't know what it's going to do. And now it's like literally 5 feet wide, 3 feet tall.
Good Lord.
I love that one. That's a good one.
Showstopper.
If you can find it, if you can get your hands on it,
yeah, for
sounds
us.
like hotcakes because it's our one kind of marginally perennial, but
Yeah, usually pretty good about that. I mean, honestly, and you know, y'all here in the mid-state, we don't really sell lantana as a plant that is perennial and comes back every single year, you know. But Miss Huff is a cultivar that usually does. Like Caroline was saying, like a lot of times it's coming back for you.
yeah, and the butterflies love it.
Everything
all
loves
over.
it. Mm-hmm. Tyler, you getting a phone call, man?
No, I don't
Okay.
know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
what?
yeah,
There
no,
was
I
a
didn't
little
hear
fairy
anything.
in the room.
I didn't. Yeah.
What was
Must
that?
be.
Yeah.
Oh.
I had a little fairy of a daughter the other night who picked some tomatoes with me. I took a video. I showed you.
Yes, you did.
Super cute. She was very happy to be picking with her daddy. And then last night we had BLTs. Y'all, what about some summertime BLTs with
you
a
bring
fresh
us some?
tomato? I brought myself a BLT for lunch today. Didn't even think about y'all. Sorry, that was rude. I did think about y'all as I was making it.
The look
I was
on
like,
Carol.
Quit looking at me like that. I didn't have any more bacon. I had plenty of tomatoes, just not enough bacon.
So you didn't even bring us tomatoes?
I'll
You
let
had
you
plenty of
smell it.
them.
I'll let you smell the BLT.
I see how he returns the favor from last year.
Yeah.
When He made me eat my only tomato.
You're only one.
Or
He ate your only
my
tomato.
only tomato.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll give you all a bite or a smell.
A smell. Free smells.
But you gotta admit though, the summertime BLTs, there's just nothing
Are the
better.
best.
I mean, seriously, the best with a fresh tomato, and it was a celebrity tomato. Just so you know, perfect little fruits.
Sarah is making grilled cheese with her tomato.
A tomato grilled cheese.
Yeah.
I love that.
You heard it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think she uses mustard or is that a mayonnaise thing?
Mayo.
Mayo.
And butter on
Have
the
you not
outside.
ever had a grilled cheese with tomato?
I usually add some meat to it, like a
The
turkey.
tomato's the meat, man.
No,
Come
it ain't.
on.
Tomato ain't meat.
Yeah, it is.
Tyler, do you remember back in the winter when we talked about how we were going to talk about your recipes from your garden, the things that you were cooking?
Yeah.
Post recipes and little photos.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that.
We
for
need to
you.
get some up.
We'll get one up there.
You're making me hungry, and I'm thinking Tyler makes so many good things in his kitchen.
Well, that one was Sarah's. That grilled cheese was all Sarah. But that other, I did a tikka masala with the trombongino squash.
Gosh, all these big words.
I know, right?
Oh man.
Yeah.
He's a
trust me,
foodie, a
I had-
regular foodie over
I had
there.
to learn
He
the
is.
spelling of that squash, but it was worth it.
Yeah,
and-
we need to get some of your recipes up
Okay. We'll do
because
it.
we promised them in the winter. And that I just remembered, and I was like, "Uh-oh, some of our listeners might be like, y'all keep talking about food, but you're not showing anything."
Mm-hmm. It's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll do that.
And
we'll
yes,
do it.
and it'll happen.
Caroline, the other day you were out at your property out in a
Liberty,
out in the
Tennessee.
sticks
Yep,
in Liberty,
my family's property. Mhm.
and you sent a picture over of a tree that was right next to the creek line that the water had just eroded all of the soil around those roots.
Yeah, since my parents bought the property probably in '93, it's probably eroded like 10 feet in to the shoreline or creek line. But yeah, there was a sycamore tree that was just growing up in the field, and now the shore has eroded around it, and now it's all of these exposed roots, and it looks so cool.
Yeah, it's a very haunting picture almost. I really, really like that pic.
But
I love
those
seeing
roots
that.
are like so big and strong and healthy, but they just look like regular tree bark now. Like they don't look like what you think of roots, like
Yeah, exactly.
physically looking like.
They're exposed.
They're
They've
exposed.
been exposed.
That is a gorgeous, gorgeous place, Liberty, Tennessee.
I do love that.
It's a tiny, tiny town in the middle of nothing.
Yeah. But I've got that same thing in my house. I was telling you at my creek, I've got an old hackberry tree that has died, and the roots surrounding it are just totally exposed. And
Because
it's
you're
just-
scared you're going to fall into the earth when you mow.
Yeah, I am. Every time I go over to that area, I'm thinking to myself, "Oh, the earth's just going to collapse on me.
Why don't you just weed
down in
eat
the
it?
bottom of the creek with a lawnmower on top of me?
Why don't you just weed eat it?
Because I don't like to weed eat. It's a kind of big area, and I hate weed eating. God, I can just mow it real quick. I just do it real fast. I close my eyes and just do it real fast.
And just gun it.
Don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, I hope you don't fall into the earth and then have your mower fall on top of you.
I'll be fine.
Yeah, you'd crawl out of that hole and you'd be all right.
Yeah, I'd be fine.
You'd be just fine.
Mhm.
That would be crazy though.
Man, what are the trees doing right now?
Going to sleep?
Are they? It's not
I
quite
think
time
some
for
are
sleepy
starting
time
to.
yet.
Well, it's been so hot.
For new stuff, you're right. I've definitely I've talked about it on the show last week a little bit of some of the trees in the yard that are just like really wanting to go dormant and pretty much have.
Yeah.
But all the trees that I've planted over the years that are established, like they're money
doing
right
good.
now. They're doing fine.
Tyler, how are your laurels?
Oh yeah,
They're-
the laurels.
Oh, they've been hanging in there.
That's good.
Stressed, definitely.
Yeah.
They would downturn and wilt, and then I'd deep water them and get them back up again. Some of the leaves have browned at the tips. Not all of them though.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a little bit of like discoloration. Almost looks like leaf burn or something like that. I don't know exactly what to say. It's kind of like a orangey yellow cast to the green. And
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's just acclimating to that spot. And there's 3 of them that get all day sun,
Mm-hmm.
and then the other ones get a little bit less than that, and they're okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, they got laurels have such a big surface area on their leaf that I know they can handle full sun, but like as they're acclimating, it's just like maybe just a touch of sunburn. It's
Yeah.
kind of like me. I can stand out here in the sun all day long, but I'll still get a little touch of red on me.
Just a little.
Yeah, a lot of
Just
red.
A tiny
More
bit.
like a wash.
Hush, man. I go
This
from white
man
to
has
red.
never worn sunscreen a day in his life.
Only at the beach.
Oh, so you do? Okay.
At the beach, I have to. I will cook into a lobster if I don't at the beach. But around here, I'm cool, man. It's just out in it.
It's
Yeah.
just because you're in Tennessee, right?
That's right.
where he's from.
Mm-hmm.
So the Tennessee sun is
Tennessee sun's
is
good
nicer
for
to
me.
ya.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That Florida sun's bad for me. I turn different colors and a different kind of crazy.
Yeah, you do. You get on banana boats, you go wild.
Yeah.
It's a great time when Austin is in Florida.
Uh-huh.
I'll
It
say
was great.
one plant in my backyard that really thrived from neglect was the totem pole switchgrass.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I really haven't had to water it at all.
No.
And it's not as tall as I'd like it to be right now, but that's okay too. It's the first year. I'm pretty impressed with its performance.
Yeah.
Nothing really flopped over, and that was even with random passion flower shoots like growing up on it, the tendrils wrapping around the blades and like pulling them down.
Totem pole standing up.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Look at
The creeping time that I had planted around the base though has been kind of ravaged by the passion flower, and I'm not really sure how to recover that. I mean, I kind of don't want to remove the passion flower. You know, it's doing a great ground cover job on its own, but then you see in there the time is kind of burned out looking and leggy.
Yeah. I'm kind of seeing that a little bit with my time this year as well. It's like a third year time that I've had in the ground, and it's like, I feel like it's due for just a pretty good cutback and a regrowth. You know,
Yeah.
I recently did that with a massive oregano that we had in the backyard, and my wife had planted it, and it's gotten really big, and she actually had a little border of like bricks around it to like, you know, keep it in check a little, so I didn't mow it pretty much. Well, the other day, your boy was out mowing, and I saw that, and I was like, it's time. This thing is way too leggy, way too crazy. It had done flowered. I was done with it, and I'm like, it just needs it. It's getting in the way of me mowing the grass good. So I just went ahead and cut it. I mowed it, just straight up mowed it.
Whacked it
This
on
was
down.
about 2 weeks ago, y'all.
I
The
like that.
explosion of growth that has come back from that, like, you know, going out there and hand pruning something like that, like that's for the birds, man. Just mow it. And that stuff's, it's coming back. I mean, there's a million new green, you know, sprouts coming up from the ground from where I mowed, and it's going to be perfect. You can't keep that oregano down, man.
No, there's so many things that
Nice.
do so well when you just cut it down.
Yes.
I cut all my Northwind in one spot all the way down to the ground.
Talking about your switchgrass, okay.
It was flopping and I got mad. So I cut it all back about a week ago.
I'm glad that you did that because I really want to see that response. This is like not a time of year where you typically cut grasses. But like
No.
you said, you were like, I mean, you made a great point to me when you were talking about this a couple weeks ago. You were like, I mean, we like cut our grass like pretty much every week in
Yeah.
the lawn and
So
it grows
something-
right back.
Like,
So
I can't imagine that it's going to die.
I kind of thought the same thing. I was like, yeah, you're right. Like, just cut the grass back. Like, it's probably going to come back up. So I'm very eager to see some pics of yours over the next couple weeks if it comes back and how
Well,
it's
if
going to look in the fall. I don't say if. I mean, it's going to come
If
back.
it doesn't, I was ready to move it anyways.
Okay. See, there you go.
But I'm sure I didn't kill it. There's no way you could just cut switchgrass down and kill
And
it.
it just die. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, you're right. I don't think there's any way. My Northwind switchgrass right now is just full bloom and beautiful. What a great plant.
I have some on the side of my house that looks great, but this one, it's just under a gutter that needs to be cleaned. It's been decimated.
Yeah.
So it's, it was time to cut it.
You did what you had to do. I'm proud
I
of
did.
you.
I did do it.
Love cutting stuff. Well, we might ought to do it and get into this week's broadcast, right?
I think so. Tyler, you look like you kept wanting to say something.
Tyler, what you got over there, man?
Butterflies. Can we just
Can we just-
acknowledge them? They are everywhere right now. It's been a good butterfly year. I hope wherever you're listening from, you see butterflies around where you are, whether they are residents yearly or migrating through. It's important to know that this is a good time for them to fly through and find some nectar in your garden on their way to wherever they need to get to.
Good point, Tyler. Shout out to the butterflies.
Shout out to the butterflies.
It has been a good
everywhere.
butterfly year, though. You're right. I've seen them all over the place. I mean, big, nice, healthy ones, too.
Yes, you should be seeing the third generation monarchs too, making their very long journey, because this should be the mature, the final phase, the one where they're taking it all the way down to Mexico.
Nice. Y'all grow that milkweed.
That's right.
Grow
Do
that
it.
milkweed.
Plant it all.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's plant the seed of this episode, this
Great
broadcast
one.
into their brains.
Good job, Caroline. We'll plant Halloween while we're at it.
Perfect segue. We're going to plant Halloween while y'all take a listen to this past Saturday's broadcast. We were all here, the three of us, with Josh Carey and David Bates.
Enjoy. Yeah,
But what
what's wrong
is
with you?
going on in our gardens?
Oh, boy.
Well,
I
you
was
know,
staring at my summer vegetables last night when I was weeding my bed.
I think that's an excellent point. It is a kind of transition stage of gardening. Okay, we've got a lot fall vegetables in.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Okay, now
Uh-oh.
not all of them, obviously, just the very first sampling, but it gives
small
people a
sampling.
taste. Little Brussels sprouts, little broccoli, little cauliflower. Josh, you thinking about it this year?
Brussels.
Is anybody thinking about fall crops this year?
Yes.
Because it's about time to get this summer squash out of there. About time to get them beans out of there. About time to get that corn out of there, especially the ones that the squirrels ate.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
you brought your own drama up
I
today.
did. Well, what do you expect? So it's time to get all that stuff out, and it's time to get all the new stuff in. And hey, we've got it. And we've also got some annuals that we brought in.
Yes, we got a bunch of really good looking annuals, which we have a sample in here today.
We did that for y'all because look, them annuals starting to get tired.
Yeah,
Some of them.
my bad. My lantana looks fantastic right now.
Well, we're going to get into that here in a minute. We're going to go down a little hole there on what stuff still looks good and what still doesn't.
I'm going to pull my cucumbers this weekend.
That's another one.
Those are coming out.
Get the
I'm gonna
cucumbers
harvest all
out.
my basil.
Uh-huh.
I think my cherry tomatoes is going to go away.
Yeah.
You tired of it?
Mine are pretty bad.
Well, it was kind of raggedy this year. I thought I was going to help it out and spread it out a little bit. Maybe not.
Just didn't.
Yeah, we got good production, but nothing like what we normally do.
That's how mine were this year.
Yeah.
I got a decent amount, but usually it's just too many to even pick or eat. But this year it's been kind of and it looks
It's
bad right now.
Yeah, it's really straggly, and I mean I've supported it, tried to get everything going, and I think I might have given it sunburn. I don't know.
You sunburned your tomatoes?
Well,
Man.
it's really really
it's getting
crispy
wild over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
mine got pretty crispy.
That's why we do what we do.
Yeah.
Okay? We look out for y'all. Whenever those tomatoes and beans and corn and all the stuff starting to look bad, we've got the next round going. So
There
that's
you
why
go.
we brought in that stuff. And it's time to get it growing. I mean, Rudbeckia has been pretty this year. Look, I don't want Rudbeckia in my yard. Y'all know this.
Why?
But I do kind
know
of
this. I
like
don't know
looking
why.
at it in
Why?
other people's yards. Okay?
You like looking
And now
at
it's
it in
behind
my
my
yard.
ear. This is great.
And you look stunning. You look beautiful. And it's wonderful.
You should wear it all day
Let's go.
long.
I will.
Okay.
For you, Josh, I will.
Get balance it out though, so you don't
I need
walk
to.
around in a circle.
All right, I'll get a second
One
one.
on each side. That might look a little bit weird. But I did get out in my garden last night and weeded like crazy. So Austin and I were talking about this grass that's super invasive. It grows at my house. It grows at his house. And I never have taken the time to figure out what type of grass it is. And we're always like, I don't really know. It's just that annoying grass. Japanese stilt grass is what it's called. And we figured that out a couple days ago. And then the next day we heard Michelle, who's wonderful and works in the back of our, or works in the annual greenhouse, came up. Michelle, she's fantastic. And
Love
she
you.
was asked, she was like, I have a question for the show. How do you get rid of Japanese stilt grass?
Look it up, people.
So that's
you
what I
probably
am
got it.
battling right now. It's super invasive. It chokes out our natives. It is kind of pretty. It's in my woods. It's in all of my landscaping by my
Don't
house.
give it pretty. Don't tell that grass that.
The groves of it in the woods are pretty, but I'm going to try to get rid of it by, I guess, just pulling it all up before it goes to seed, which is currently about to go to seed. So I got to get to work.
Y'all look it up. Japanese stilt grass. It is no joke, and it's in pretty much everybody's yard. If you start looking around, you've probably got it. I know I've got it.
Tyler was like, I found some on my fence line.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. So if you've dealt with that grass before and you figured out a good way to eradicate it, let me know.
Let us know,
Holler.
because that stuff is nasty.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it grows up in between everything. Luckily, it's easy to pull.
Yeah.
We are getting some comments in. Carol Caps on YouTube says,
Carol.
Hey, Michelle, nice meeting you last week. I remember Carol in here last week. Come back, Carol. Come see us again.
Carol, love
and
you.
then Colin says, RIP to Austin's corn.
Yes.
Thanks, Call. Good morning, bud.
Colin cares.
Colin cares. We need to
All
have
right,
a
let's
segment.
go ahead and get into questions.
Let's do
Are you
it.
ready? Let's
Yes.
start with dahlias. Planted dahlias in pots early. They look healthy with buds, but never ever flowered. Why?
Well, if they've got buds, they're typically going to flower unless you've got a lot of times some sort of insect, okay, gets in flower buds and does not allow them to flower. A lot of times thrips are the insect pest. What a horrible insect pest. Mainly a greenhouse pest that we have to deal with, but it does get out into plants as well, out in your garden. So that could be what's going on. But typically a plant that throws buds is going to throw a bloom at some point. We just kind of have to wait for that. I mean, it's good that the leaves are healthy. That's a good start.
Yeah, that's something. Do they
But,
usually have buds for a long time before they open? I mean, some plants do.
Well, dahlias kind of do. I mean, that bud has to really fully form, before it opens. So the bud will swell most certainly. It should still bloom. I don't really know why it's not. Like I said, unless you got an insect issue.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll see that. The bud will literally just not open or it will just straight up senesce and fall off.
Yeah.
So that happens sometimes. It's annoying, but it does happen. But hopefully
thrips,
just give it a minute.
And the thrips are microscopic. You can't
They're
actually
small.
see
No.
them.
They're small. Mm-hmm.
They are
And
little.
but you can see their effects. The leaves will twist up and curl on it, and like you're talking about the bud dying off and dropping away. So it's a very problematic pest. And unless you know exactly what to look for, you might not detect it.
Yeah.
You can, if you look hard, you can see them. They're tiny little long-bodied
I can't see.
creatures.
I can't see it.
Not at this stage.
Get you a magnifying glass. Get out there and
You're
really,
over
really
50,
look.
You can't see.
Yeah.
So Carol says, I hope that doesn't happen to my new camellia that's loaded with buds. When should they bloom? So we're talking back to the dahlias that never bloomed.
Right.
Camellia is going to bloom for you, okay? It's budded up. Like I said, whenever things get budded, typically they're going to finish blooming, okay? But it's not going to happen for a minute, Carol. It's going to be a
Carol,
minute,
it's not.
okay? I don't know when you got it or what stage it's at. Sometimes we receive plants that are greenhouse grown. They're forced to do things that they're not necessarily going to
We
do in
make 'em.
nature. Like my camellias at my house are not quite budded yet, and they're fall blooming camellias. So here soon, they've started forming some buds, but they're still very small. Now you may have bought a camellia that's already got swollen buds and getting ready to bloom. So Carol, this year it might bloom a little earlier than what it would in the ground, but it's going to bloom.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen. What's also might happen is your camellia might be in bloom and we get a frost. And then it whacks those blooms like it happened to me the past couple years.
Are you mad at it?
Can you not tell?
I can't.
Caroline?
Whoa.
He wakes up mad about some gardening.
You're
thing.
right,
It
David.
does. As soon as your eyes open, something pops into your head. Or maybe that's what wakes you up.
Yep. That's what gets me going.
It's never a bad time of year to add Earth Mix to your garden. Earth Mix garden products are sustainably sourced, living soils and amendments crafted to give you the best success for your gardening efforts. Establishing a raised bed? Use Garden Premium Topsoil Blend for an excellent performing growing medium for flowers and vegetables. Amend your gardens with their supernatural compost, with all the nutrients needed to recharge existing soils. For houseplants, their Proganics Indoor Grow Mix is a fantastic potting medium that will feed for up to 6 months without the need for additional fertilizer. Earth Mix is sold only at independent garden centers, so head over to earthmix.net/find earthmix to locate one near you. Success begins at the ground level when you use Earth Mix garden products. What's in bloom? With Austin.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
There's a lot of things blooming still ish. It's not like spring, it's not like a million things,
Right.
There's still some.
but there's some stuff going.
Maybe it's what's surviving summer.
There you go, Tyler. That's a good point. And let's talk about the things that are, okay? Let's talk about mainly perennials right now. Hey, all you shade lovers, all you hostaholics that we came up with a couple weeks or somebody did. Joyce. I think it was Joyce. Shout out, Joyce. Saw you yesterday. You're doing great out there. You're just killing it. Okay, hostas are blooming. Your alliums are blooming, okay? The ornamental onions, those are fantastic. I've got a picture coming up soon. It's going to show off some of those, okay? Echinacea, looking great right now. And Rudbeckia, Caroline. For you, look, in the ear. We did that today. Rudbeckia, looking great. Black-eyed Susan. All right, Heliopsis, those kind of false sunflowers, those are really showing off in the woods right now. Goldenrod. Hey, what about goldenrod, the keystone species, y'all?
Yeah.
It's popping up everywhere.
My wife yesterday did an arrangement that she got from the woods, and she used goldenrod in it, and she was like, I can't believe how many like bees and butterflies and all those things that were on it. I'm like, yeah, that's our keystone species, okay? Goldenrod, looking great. Lobelia, Caroline, you told me yours was blooming this morning. That hot red.
My red lobelia is blooming.
That is hot rod red is what I call
and
it.
it's in a spot where I don't remember planting it.
Oh, surprise,
So
surprise.
That's exciting.
Ironweed throwing purple. It's looking great.
There you go.
That's another one that's blooming in my woods right now. All your grasses out there. Bridge, you're on vacation. Hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're just living it up, man. Going
She's
up to
having
the
the best
upper
time.
peninsula of Michigan. How lucky are you?
Yes.
Oh, the cherry capital of the planet. That's amazing. Bridget, love you.
Yeah.
Grasses are great. Phlox, still going off. Hydrangeas are still blooming, mainly the panicles, okay? All those cone-shaped blooms, limelight being one of the goats. Those are still in bloom. All right, Abelia, shout out Adam Chapman. You are here. Hope you're doing well. Oh, your wife is here too. Rachel Chapman. She's in the room. She loves her Abelia too, okay? Roses still going off, mainly knockouts. The roses are in that stage. They're kind of like, okay, I'm kind of ready for fall because I want to throw those fall blooms. That's when we really love them, about mid-September. That's when the Rose Society is showing off their blooms, okay?
Okay.
Those are great. All right, let's talk about the 4 longest blooming plants on the planet. Caroline, mimosa, crepe myrtle, Sharon
of Rose.
Sharon of Rose. Rose of Sharon is what I meant to say. Hibiscus, magnolia, all still blooming. Y'all, these are the longest blooming trees on the planet. They're still going. Like mimosa, I talked about that, 2 months ago? Probably.
We've been talking about it for a while.
They're moving on.
They're
the
moving
other
down, Josh. They are, but man, they're still
some color
going
there.
Like that's incredible. And crepe myrtles, they bloom forever. Rose of Sharon's still blooming forever. Magnolia's still spitting white blooms and smelling fantastic. That's great. Okay, let's talk about our annuals for a minute. All the petunias. Petunias are getting kind of mad at August. Not gonna lie, mine are getting a little mad at August. Okay. I'm gonna give them a
pretty
cutback.
Good.
Well, for you.
So there's that.
There's
for me.
that. Love petunias. They're great. I'm going to cut mine back soon. Vinca loves it hot. They're great. Lantana loves it hot. They are great. Drought resistant. Marigolds still going off. Probably need some deadheads. Let's deadhead them. Let's get them to rebloom. Okay, marigolds. Great. Sunflowers have bloomed and stopped blooming and reblooming and growing and all the stuff, all the stages, but sunflowers are still out there. Your zinnias, they love it hot. They'll germinate anywhere. Celosia, we brought some in the room. What you know about celosia, y'all? They are in bloom right now.
They look like little troll hair.
They do.
Yeah.
We're going to make a troll.
We
There you
should like
go.
that
We're
turkey
gonna
we
make it-
made for Thanksgiving.
Google eyes.
We're going to do
Gotta
that.
have them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I bet
Colin-
Rachel's got some in here.
Yeah, Rachel does. Yeah, Colin, thanks for that. Sharon Rose of
Sharon Rosa.
Sharon Rose of thanks for that comment. And then Tyler, throw up the picture. I'm going to show y'all the goat of annuals, the literal goat of annuals. Look, my
Wow.
kids did this, and my wife. My wife helped out. My kids did it. Look, there's alliums in there. There's tunias in there. But then what do you see? What do you see those little pink balls doing? Just hanging out above the rest of them. They're fantastic. That's Gomphrena.
Comfrena.
What y'all know about Gomphrena?
Nothing.
If you're
Really
not growing it,
underutilized annual.
it is the,
Yes.
David. What a great point. One of the most underused annuals there is. They take no effort. I planted them when they were in bloom. They are still in bloom,
Wow.
not stopping blooming at all.
Yeah, they don't
They've
stop.
never had water. They've never had fertilizer. They've never had me even touch them. All I do is just look at them, and they just dance above the tunias.
Wow.
Yeah, Caroline, you know a thing or two about that.
Yes, sir.
They just dance in the
You
background.
got jazz hands from out of Austin, man.
Boom. Gomphrena, people. If you're not growing it, you gotta be.
You do.
It doesn't. I mean, I talked about earlier in the year. I talked about geraniums being the goat of annuals, but I was kind of thinking of that as like more in pots or like hanging baskets. In the ground, Gomphrena is the goat. No, I've never deadheaded it either.
Really?
Never. Those blooms are still fantastic.
They're like little dried flowers. They make a great dried flower.
Yes, they make a
I
great
put
dry
it in a
flower, a
little
great
wreath in the
cut
fall.
flower. My wife was putting that arrangement together, and she was like, God, I was trying to get these petunias in this thing, and they were breaking on me, and it wasn't good. She was like, this Gomphrena, I just put it right down in there.
Oh, yeah.
And they're fantastic. I just saw Joyce. She said her rabbits love her Gomphrena, so
Oh yeah, Joyce.
great.
talked about
Joyce,
that.
somebody's
they love
enjoying
it too. Even rabbits know Gomphrena the goat, and they're
the
coming
best.
up and eating it. But it's still living, ain't it, Joyce? Mm-hmm. It still is
It's still
throwing
going.
blooms. The goat is Gomphrena. Y'all Google it. If you're not growing it, grow it. Y'all
Do it.
It's the goat. There you go.
Hey, David.
End.
And it reseeds itself.
Yeah.
Good to see.
David.
Maybe more good points.
Yeah. Wasn't Gomphrena on the Little Rascals? That was Farina. Never mind.
Yeah,
Gomphrena.
not Gomphrena. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Gomphrena is probably the grossest name for a plant I think I've
Really?
ever heard.
Watch it.
What do you mean? Watch
I
it.
named my cat that.
I know you did. It's a better cat name than plant name.
And there's no other common name that it goes by, is there? I mean, it's
I think. Wait, there is
one.
Globe
amaranth.
Globe
Yeah.
amaranth is a common name of
yeah,
that
but
plant.
that's worse than Gomphrena.
There you go,
Really?
David. Uh-huh. But anyway,
Should call it
Yeah.
Glamoranth.
there you
No.
go, Tyler.
Amaranth.
Tyler out of left field.
There you go.
Woo! Let's
Yeah.
get
Not
that
every
going.
plant name lands.
Okay. He just
That's a good
trademarked that, so somebody
All
will
right.
steal that for next year.
That's right.
Glamaranth.
The
Glamoranth.
Bates Nursery Glamoranth series.
Yes.
Gomphrena.
Tyler, you're so good with words and tech. It's crazy.
That's it. Is.
You should
That's
be in
amazing.
marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
that's a
should.
great idea.
You're right. Well, let's get back to some questions because they're coming in. So Essence is asking a question on YouTube.
The herbal
The
essence.
Herbal Essence. Essence says, good morning, y'all. Anyone tried beneficial nematodes for pest and bug control? Always looking for chemical-free pest bug control for yard and garden. Thanks, friends.
Hey, essence. And I've heard of this for years, for many, many years.
I've
and
heard good
nematodes are
things.
like Nematodes are one of the most abundant creatures on the planet. Do you know that? Like they are in the soil
everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah,
Like,
buddy.
good ones, bad ones, all the stuff. But if you're not really seeing like an issue, I mean, you can certainly, they're not going to hurt anything, essence. I mean, getting them in there. But the problem with me is like, how do you know they're working?
Right.
That's my thing. It's like I'm adding all of these nematodes that are microscopic, creatures. And then I just put them down in the dirt and it's like, well, did a worm eat you? Are you still alive?
What
Is
are
a
you
bird
doing?
pecking at it? I mean, I don't know if they're actually doing anything. So like I don't know. I'm on the
Are you
fence
skeptical about it?
with it. I'm not
Kinda like
skeptical. I think they're
milky
working.
spore.
What's
Kind
that,
of like
David?
milky spore. You put them in there,
And then you
and
forget about it.
how do you tell if they're
I know.
really doing something? It takes
It takes a while too,
in
right?
case of milky spore, yeah, it takes several years to get them built up because grubs eat them, and then the grubs have to die, and then it multiplies the spores, and it's quite a process. So you have to be into delayed gratification if you're going to use those kind of measures, and you kind of have to be methodical about it, and I'll have a long view in the gardening sense.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that we used to recommend for mole eradication was the milky spore. But you're not going to get it this season at all. I mean,
No,
or
it
next
takes some
season.
time, yeah.
So see what goes on.
Yeah.
to think
But I will
about it.
say the use of beneficial insects is great if you can
Yes.
do it. I mean, Caroline, I know you get a lot of times you'll get houseplants that come from, say, wherever they're coming from, and they'll come in with beneficial
Yeah, they've got
mites.
the little packets.
They got the packet that's
Yeah.
got beneficial mites in it, which is very helpful with helping out with insect problems.
Yeah, I'm a
Lady
fan of that.
beetles.
Yeah.
Yep. We release those from time to time.
You've released thousands of those.
Oh my gosh, it's so fun.
Thousands.
Go everywhere.
Where you get them? Beetles or us? Or,
Yep.
Okay.
That's the
Beetles are
name.
us, yeah.
Google
Beetles
it.
are us.
Beetles are us.
Okay.
But they're great.
Look
Hey,
at Debbie.
Cool.
Look at Debbie. Look at that. That's
I
a
don't have
goat
my glasses
emoji.
on. Oh,
Put your
yeah.
gla-
Those are sunglasses
Where's your regular glasses,
in
man?
my car.
Right.
I'll wear them
You
next
can't
week.
even see the goat. Debbie knows. Gomfrey is the goat.
Also, Linda knows. Linda's talking about jazz hands.
Linda.
Throw it up. There it is.
Speaking of jazz hands.
She says that arrangement is so pretty. Glad you spelled Gomfrina. Yeah,
Thank
yes.
you.
Austin has jazz hands quite regularly when
Boom.
he's talking.
Well, when I'm talking
you
about
also
Gomfrina,
earlier were doing this like you were a DJ, so
Yeah.
that was new to me. I
you never
think.
know.
You never
what
know
these
what's
hands
gonna
are gonna
happen.
do.
That's true. So many things. So, and Colin is saying, back
Call.
on to our Earth Mix spot, I feel like there should be an Earth Mix commercial with a video of the process. Just some B-roll and Austin rolling in the processed landscape.
We could make that happen.
Definitely.
You volunteered me to roll in landscape.
Dreams
you know what?
do
I'll
come
do it.
true.
You've done it in Pine Finds.
See?
You've done it in garden. So
Colin?
why not landscape?
You know what? I'm gonna take it one. I'm gonna front flip it.
Oh.
I'm gonna front flip in it.
Uh-oh.
There you go, Colin. Wait, get
Okay.
ready for that video.
We might not have Austin on the show.
Yeah,
No,
we need
I
to,
can
we
still
need to call
front flip.
HR
No.
on this.
He vaulted
Don't
into
call
a
HR.
pile.
Paula's on vacation. Don't call her. We'll do it while Paula's still out.
Okay.
Paula, love you. Hope you're doing great. Enjoy that vacay.
Yes.
And
hopefully
yes,
Colin's
Colin,
having a good
we're going to
time.
make that happen. Tyler, we'll make it happen today, okay?
You know it.
You sound reluctant. All right.
Tyler can make anything happen. Let's
This
get to
is the
some more
movies.
questions. Any idea why my blackberries tasted terrible this year?
You
Wow.
didn't wait long enough.
Maybe. Could
yeah,
be.
that
not,
could be. If
Gotta
you
let
eat
'em
one
go
that's
dull.
not ripe.
Not picking it peak ripeness. That
Squishy.
could be.
When-
Almost
I mean,
squishy
Be
is when-
squishy when you're pulling them along.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
want them kind of, yeah.
And where they almost
Get
fall
the
off.
finger, get it all over your fingers. Oh man.
Honestly,
down
though,
your
they're not gonna last that long.
Nope.
Because the birds will get to them by then. So you'll need to take these little like bags, these little muslin bags. Boom, put them on the ends of the canes because you're gonna want to protect that fruit.
Tyler
It's
wants to
either that
protect
or-
his fruit
or
at all
pick
costs.
Yeah,
them-
Tyler does.
You pick them and let them lay out on a tray or something for a number of extra days to allow the ripening process to complete. Now they're not as sweet. Figs are a great example of that when you pick them. But if you don't pick them a little early, the squirrels and the birds and chipmunks, everybody else gets them.
All the things.
They do.
Stupid yard bunnies.
So they're wonderful.
Let's also
Yard
not forget
bunnies.
we had a lot of water too, and that can make the berries watery and dilute the flavor. So there's another trick.
See, Tyler,
Look at him go.
You're the man.
I
He's
got
the berry
figs
man.
this week.
I'm a berry
I
man.
I was
got
about to
did.
say,
I got
I
that
saw the
photo.
picture. Josh got figs, the fruit of the gods.
Yes.
I don't have any ripe ones just yet. Mine are usually pretty far behind.
But one bush, one Chicago Hardy, starting to throw them out.
How many did you get?
Probably 15 in that picture I saw yesterday.
There was a bigger patch yesterday. I put them in the freezer. I think I've got 30.
Yeah.
Wow.
Won't go far.
Yeah.
I would say my King Alfred, which nobody has except me because it was given to me, but maybe 400.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
my
that's
gosh.
right now.
Uh-huh.
All the competitive creatures in
The tree rats.
between possums, everything else. So I've had to learn. You got to pick them before they should be picked because there's nothing, and I mean nothing, on this earth that's better than a fully ripe, squishy fig.
Yeah, baby.
Stick it,
love
stick it right in
figs.
your mouth, and it just melts.
Wait till the brown
It is
turkeys come in. That's the ones that I think are the best personally.
But you talk about a plant or fruit specifically that you really, really have to wait until they get squishy. Figs are one of those for sure.
Yeah.
You know another one that comes to mind?
What's that?
I don't know why I'm
What?
doing this. Persimmon.
Yep.
My dad played a horrible joke on me when I was a child.
They're
And
so
he made
bad.
me pick a
Oh, no.
persimmon off the tree, and I ate it. And I almost died.
You almost, yeah.
It almost
Make
killed
me
me.
kill
You
you.
puckered places all
Oh
over.
my God,
right?
it was horrible.
It like,
But then,
yeah.
yeah,
makes
it's
your mouth
the most
insane.
astringent thing. It like makes your throat close. It was awful. Dad thought it was hilarious. Shout out, Dad. Hope you're doing great. Love you. But I was mad at you that
You're
day.
not over that yet.
I'm not over it. But if you get a ripe persimmon, like
Yeah, baby.
squishy, like almost rotten, it's just
Let it fall into the
fantastic.
ground.
Yes.
Wait till the first frost. Yeah.
And-
we had a
and that's
corgi
when
that
the-
loved them.
That's when the deer will. They'll eat all of them.
Oh, yeah,
Once
deer go- they go
they'll
insane
just let
over
them
'em.
lay there until they get to that point. So
Mhm.
they're quite tasty. And the hybridized types are less astringent. So you don't want something
Not
that's
when they're
quite
green, David. Oh, man.
Yeah.
But they called them dominant trees. The hunters actually look for them out in the woods.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like David said, I mean, deer are loaded
Whoa.
around, like loaded.
Everywhere. Mine is loaded with fruit right now.
Good job,
That will
Caroline.
not be ripe for a very long time. Thank you. I did nothing
Proud of you.
other than planted it years ago, and
Make
now it's.
great
and it's a
preserves.
great native.
Fantastic.
It is.
It is a
preserve.
great native.
You're right. We sell them. We got them.
Hey,
do.
I have to say something really quickly.
Get in
Jump
there,
here.
Ty.
Speaking of produce, Amy, who's actually watching the broadcast right now,
Hey, Amy.
I'm really glad that we got to collaborate with the Donaldson Community Garden, getting them some earth mix for some of their raised beds. They're really revitalizing this space, which was left for a while. But Amy also brought me a little gift, and that was a tromboncino squash, TROMBONCINO.
Uh-huh.
And I prepared it last
Oh.
night.
Oh,
Oh,
Look at
And
that beautiful picture.
So
Ooh,
it-
Wow.
this is a type of squash that is tender and then it firms up later on, so you can chop it up and use it like zucchini earlier, or treat it like a butternut squash later.
did you fry that up?
I did.
Oh,
I fried it
yeah,
up.
baby.
You fried it?
Mm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, that's an unusual quality of a squash because typically you got to pick them when they're young and use them when they're in a very juvenile stage. If you let them get any age on them at all, they become inedible. So that's very cool to know that about that particular cultivar
Yeah.
squash. It has a much wider range of use. So,
Yeah, eating it raw had a little texture kind of like watercress. If anybody's had watercress,
I love watercress.
it's
It's
it was a
great.
little crispy.
Yeah.
The flavor
No,
was very
what is that
mild.
face?
Okay.
But I sautéed it and added it to a dish, a tikka masala dish with
Oh.
some potatoes and
There you go.
serrano
This is
peppers.
Tyler's
Talk to
cooking
me.
corner.
Talk
Y'all,
to me.
Tyler is the
This is what
fanciest
it's all
chef on the
about.
planet. He's Ratatouille over there.
I'm not that fancy.
Yes,
But
you are.
it's- I wanted to
Fun fact
experiment.
about what I'm sorry, Tyler.
Oh yeah, no. I wanted to experiment with it, and I also at the Tennessee Local Food Summit, I traded somebody some earth mix for some Egyptian walking onions. This is the best part about gardening is that you can barter with people, and both things have value. And so I grew those onions in my garden this year, and that was also in my dinner last night, and they were wonderful.
Well,
Look
one
into that.
fun fact I
Walking
was gonna-
onions.
Egyptian
David,
walking
what was
onions.
that?
Okay.
Uh-huh.
The one fun fact I was going to mention is that watercress actually, I think, is the only food that actually has a negative calorie value because it takes more energy to chew it up than it actually has in it. So
To give you-
if you can't subsist on pure
On vibes.
Yeah. I mean, it's very low in calories, and the amount of energy required to digest it is far greater than what it supplies. So there's that.
You know, some say there ain't no cure for the summertime blues, but we say Bates Nursery is. Located in Nashville, Tennessee, Bates Nursery and Garden Center is a separate world unto itself. They feature the widest variety of plants, including trees, shrubs, native plants, perennials, houseplants, and specimen evergreens. Their knowledgeable staff will assist you with any gardening needs, catering to any experience level. Open year-round, and Caroline, tell them how to get here.
Bates Nursery is located minutes from downtown Nashville off Briley Parkway, exit 19 in beautiful Whites Creek, Tennessee. You'll see it's worth the drive from anywhere. No time to visit the nursery? Shop online with delivery and pickup options available for the greater Middle Tennessee area at www.batesnursery.com.
So if you want to learn a lot about living and a little about love, visit Bates Nursery and Garden Center, beautifying Nashville since 1932.
You know, while I have the mic, I do want to give a shout out to Sandy, who came in here. She brought some succulents for me to revive.
Wow. Sandy!
It was one of hers, and then I believe a coworker of hers had little matching plants that they got. So Sandy, keep us updated on that. And it was so good to see you. It had been a long time since we had seen you here.
Yep, I saw Sandy.
I feel like months, like 6 months, Sandy. Mm-hmm. So Sandy, don't make it that long again. Sandy, come in and get some of these annuals.
Sandy talked to me for 30 seconds, and then she was like, "Hey, I got something for Caroline. Where is she?"
I need to find
And
Caroline.
I'm like, "Fine, Sandy." No, I'm just playing. Sandy, you were great. Love you.
All right, let's get back to some more questions, and then we'll get some photos up. So let's get one in. My little lime hydrangea stems are all drooping, except for maybe 3 to 4. Will they come back?
Drooping. What does this
They
mean?
get heavy.
I don't know. Well, yeah. I mean, if the bloom
And
you know,
downpours.
yeah. I mean, if
Yes.
that's what's happening, but I don't know if that's what they mean or
That
if
might
they're.
be.
I mean, it might be. I need to see a picture of this. I don't really know what you mean by that, but except for maybe, what does it say? 3 or 4. Well, that's good. 3 or 4 is pretty good.
I wonder
3 or
if they
4
mean, will they
upright.
come back up? Like, will they
Not a total loss.
Oh no! If they flop, they're not usually going to stand back
Yeah.
up. If that happens, I mean, unfortunately, that's just kind of how it is. I saw a picture of a limelight the other day from a guest that came out. Leslie was her name. Hey, shout out Leslie. Hope you're doing well. But her limelight was really flopped over, and she was like, "What?" I was like, "The only thing you can do is tie that thing back up and get it tight on itself because it's not going to stand back up once it flops like that."
You know, real fast, just talk about your tip that you do where you prune in the spring, because I've started doing it, and now my limelight hydrangeas do not flop anymore.
I really think this is the way to go, and this is the you're going to do your pruning over the wintertime. I'm going to try to keep this short. You do your pruning over the wintertime. Let's shorten, okay? All your limelights, your panicles, any of them, shorten, okay, over the winter when they're just no leaves. In the spring, when they come out, they're going to send out their leaves, okay? Whenever those leaves get to be, say, 1, 2, 3 leaf spots, does that make sense? Like the
Yeah, it
nodes,
does.
where
Okay.
those leaves are, tip it. Go in and take the tip out of every single stem, okay? If you do that, you're going to get lower branching and you're going to get smaller blooms, but a lot more of them in the summertime, and you do not see the flopping
You're
here as
just
bad.
tricking it to doing something
Pretty
else.
much.
Yes.
That's exactly. We're manipulating nature a little bit, okay? Now, like I said, the blooms are not going to be as big, but if you can sacrifice the size of those individual blooms to make them a little smaller, then they don't flop near as bad, okay?
Mine are still pretty dang big.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They are. I mean, they're still pretty big, but they're not as yeah. But Tyler, we should do a video next spring of this, like where we actually do it and show people.
Yeah.
Because I really think it's a good tip. I really think it's a pro tip for people growing hydrangeas to have better success and not to see that flop.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Nothing worse than the flop.
No.
Gosh, you know, I've just had a realization that's taken me a while to realize is that the difference between the other side of the room and us is that is the hands and arms. side
Oh,
of the
okay.
video. And you and I are not so gesticulate. You know,
We
we're
trained on
like-
radio, though, David.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you tied Austin's hands, he could not.
No.
speak.
No, it's,
So anyway, that's
I
just-
wouldn't.
It doesn't really add anything. It's just an observation.
Thanks, Dave.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
You're very animated with your hands. Well, let's move to Linda.
Linda.
Passion flower.
Okay.
Linda says, "Good morning. I have a question about how to support my 4 passion flower vines. 2 are in large pots with a small trellis. The other 2 are planted beside the pot in the river gravel mulched edging of my patio, supported by a vinyl twine tied to a vinyl fence post. I'm
say.
excited to have 5 passion fruits so far. The ones climbing the vinyl twine are growing quickly. What type of support or trellis can I use to train these amazing vines growing against the white vinyl fencing.
I'm using hardware cloth, green hardware cloth.
They'll
Yeah.
attach to almost anything.
Anything.
Yeah,
You
I
could use
mean,
anything at all.
Those tendrils are attached, so it doesn't really matter.
No,
They'll take over the fence if you're not careful.
yeah, they'll
mean-
keep going. We have, and I keep wanting to do a little video on it. We have a little
Gorgeous.
volunteer. I say little, a huge volunteer.
It's
passion
a massive
flower,
volunteer, Caroline.
growing out of the wall of our shade perennial greenhouse
Out of the
into the
wall.
parking lot. And it's on the ground and it's bushy and beautiful. And if you lift it up, it is covered in fruit.
Covered.
Yeah,
Are
Covered.
they ready to?
That-
Are they ready to
that
harvest?
came out.
I want one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll show you where
That
it is.
came out last year, and it had a few fruit on it. And to watch it this year and how it has exploded, I mean, it's one of those curiosities. It's the only growing thing in the parking lot. So
He's literally in a
Pretty
parking lot,
amazing.
people.
It is. I would try to get Austin to build a trellis for it. I was
I
like,
know.
can we trellis this? But,
But yeah, Linda, I mean, anything you can get,
Yeah.
behind that thing is going to be helpful to get it up. And you could probably cut that thing back to the dirt over the wintertime, okay, and let it come back from the ground. That'll help you out a little bit next spring, instead of it coming back crazy everywhere, like just from the ground. What are you laughing at?
Colin's comment on YouTube.
Yeah.
Colin, you're commenting a lot today, man.
Colin
hard-
said owls are super dumb, actually. One of the dumbest birds of that size.
Don't
Colin!
Colin.
calling out Hedwig.
Joyce,
Come on,
Joyce also
man.
said the owl was sleeping. That's context.
Okay.
Y'all are hilarious.
Oh, that made me laugh.
Well, this hour seems to have flown by, folks. But next Saturday morning, we're going to come back and do another Gardening Inside Out. Hey, the podcast publishes on Wednesdays. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Go out there and subscribe to that. Hey, we apologize for Facebook users. If we see this maybe next week, we'll get it up there and see what's going on with that. But hey, next Saturday morning, come on back. We'll be here from the Green Room Studios at Bates Nursery and Garden Center. See you then.
Thank you for tuning into the Gardening Inside Out podcast. If you're looking for more information or more from your hosts, don't forget that we have a live Saturday morning broadcast, 8 a.m. Central Time on YouTube and Facebook. You can also follow us on our Instagram channel. That's @Gardening Inside Out for more posts, reels, and in-depth dives to topics and things we've discussed on the show. If our content resonates with you, consider giving us a follow, like, and subscription on all of our social media pages. See you next time.